Hello, everyone. Welcome to ExcelR's 15 hours training program on ChatGPT and generative AI. Okay, so before we start, a little bit check over here. Please, somebody confirm me whether am I audible or not?
Yes, you're audible.
Okay. So almost we are reaching to the full capacity of Zoom. So I request to each and everyone, if somebody is getting, somebody is having technical glitch to get into this Zoom, so they can switch to YouTube Live. We are also live on YouTube. I would like to request Amar, please share YouTube Live link in the chat box so that those who are having problem to get into this Zoom, they can attend this session live on YouTube. So guys, we are live on YouTube as well. So yes, we are having full capacity of Zoom. Amar, could you please post YouTube live link in the chat box?
Yeah, I posted the YouTube live link in the chat box with everyone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
I am again posting.
So, yes, okay. So everyone, guys, please follow the link in your chat box and you can go to YouTube Live. Okay, let me share my screen. I hope my screen is visible. Can you please confirm me whether my screen is visible or not?
It's loading. Can you please reshare your screen?
Is it visible now?
Yeah, it's visible, but still in the process.
It is visible, Irfan.
Okay, yeah. Thank you, Leela, for confirmation. Okay, guys. So let's get started. So once again, hi each and everyone. Very warm good evening to each and everyone who joined here on Zoom and YouTube as well. Irfan here from Everyday Learning, MOU Division team. I'm honored to be speaking to you about ExcelR today, the company that has grown to become a leading giant in the space of training and consulting over the period of years. So we have helped students and professionals across the top-notch, world-class classroom and online training. Our world headquarters are located in Houston, USA, but we have also very strong presence in Malaysia and India. So basically, in India, we are physically operating from 6 cities rather from 6 states. So this global footprint has allowed us to reach out from far and wide, transcending boundaries and making top quality education accessible to all. Our team of experts. So before I'm coming to the ExcelR, let me tell you about our team. So our team of experts is passionate and dedicated with the wealth of experience in variety of domains, including data science, artificial intelligence, IoT, cloud computing, project management, digital marketing, machine learning, business analytics, and much more. So we have successfully trained lakhs of students and professionals in these areas, empowering them to achieve their full potential. At ExcelR, we are
Irfan sir,
you
actually, we are
from the
missing voice
quality
and
of
screen is also stuck. Can you please reshare your screen or share
pardon,
with me? Then I will represent that.
just a second.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it visible now?
Not yet, Irfan. It's taking too much time to load. If you share with me now, then I will reshare the screen.
Okay. So what we can do, Amar, can you share from your end?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Okay, just say share it from your end. Yes, Amar, you can share it from your end.
Yes, sir. Now I'm sharing my screen. Just a minute. I hope now it's clear.
Yeah, it's coming actually.
Okay.
Yeah, it's visible now. Yeah, just go to the second page.
Yes, you can start.
Second page. Okay. Yeah, thank you. Yes, guys. So I was telling you at ExcelR, we are committed to excellence in everything what we do, right from the quality of our training programs to the support we provide to our students. We strive experience for all of our students. So whether you are a student looking to enhance your skills and knowledge or looking to an advance or enhance, so we have a training program that is right for you. I encourage you to learn more about ExcelR and discover all that we have to offer. You can visit us at www.excelr.com. At the same time, you can follow us on our all social media platforms like Facebook, Telegram, YouTube, Instagram as well. I would like to request Amar, please share our website link and social media link in the chat box so that our students, participants can follow us on social media.
Yes, I will post that after some time.
Yeah, thank you. Moving further, just go to the next slide. So industry partners. Let me tell you guys the importance of industry partnership in the world of business. At our company, we are fortunate to have strong partnership with industry leaders such as IBM, Infosys, the list is in front of you. Basically, we have been collaborated with 2000 plus companies so far to stay at the forefront of technological developments and trends and to offer our clients the most innovative and effective solutions possible. They also provide us with the valuable insights and perspectives from different sectors and industries, helping us to stay agile and adapt to the changing needs of the market. But the benefit of industry partnership to go beyond just access to the resources and expertise. Partnerships provide which enabling us to work with like-minded organizations and individuals to drive progress and make a positive impact. In short, industry partnerships are crucial to our success and growth as a company. These partnerships allows us to stay connected, informed, and relevant in the rapidly evolving world. Moving further, let me talk about our academic partnerships. Samar, can you go to the next slide?
Yes.
So participants, on your screen, you can see some of the academic giants in the market. I'm very happy to share with you all that we have been collaborated with 850 plus educational institutions, including colleges and universities. So the importance of academic partnership in the world of education and research. At ExcelR, we are proud to have strong partnership with esteemed academic institutions such as IIT Madras, IIM Ranchi, Geetam, University of Mumbai, Amity, St. University, etc., etc. So these partnerships are front of innovation and discovery, and to offer our students and faculty access to some of the best minds and resources in their fields. These partnerships also provide opportunities for collaboration and association, which enabling us to work with the leading researchers and educators to advance knowledge and solve some of the world's most pressing challenges. Of academic partnership on just access to the resources and expertise. These partnerships foster a sense of community and collaboration among students and faculty, fostering an and growth that is truly unique. In short, academic partnerships are crucial to our mission as an organization. These partnerships, helps us to stay connected, informed, and engaged in the world of academia and research. Moving forward, that is everyday learning student development program. Amar, can you go on next slide? Yeah, thank you. I'm very delighted to talk about our EDL programs, which is very near and dear to your heart. Yes, our free programs, absolutely free programs. Application oriented learning sessions on trending technologies. So these sessions are led by industry experts with in-depth knowledge on the subject or domain, and provide students and faculty with the chance to learn about real world solutions and gain hands-on experience in some of the most challenging and in-demand technologies. Our objective with these sessions is threefold. First is we want to provide application oriented training that is relevant and useful to students and faculties like you. Second, we want to give students and faculties the opportunity to get hands-on experience with the technologies that are driving innovation and growth in the industry, such as AI, data science, machine learning, etc., etc. And the third objective is we want to help colleges to fulfill some of the NAC and NBA requirements set forth by accreditation bodies such as NAC and NBA bodies. By offering these sessions for free, we are able to make valuable industry insights and practical skills to a wide range of learners like you. We believe that this type of learning is crucial and critical for preparing students for success in their careers. And we are committed to making it a key part of our educational offering. Moving ahead, while talking about training for students and faculties, so these are the offerings under the MOU collaboration. So here, I request, I please to each and everyone who is attending this session, you can reach out to ExcelR for free non-commercial MOU collaborations. So these are the offerings under this non-MOU collaborations. So I request all faculty members attending this session as well as students, you can reach out to us for these kind of MOU collaborations. I would like to request Amar, please post our EDL email ID with phone number so that students and faculty can reach out to us for further collaborations.
Yes, sir. I posted the email ID with phone number in the chat box.
Thank you, Amar. Moving forward, let's go to the next slide. While talking about training for students and faculties, here also I'm very happy to talk about our training programs for students and faculty. As I said before, these sessions are led by industry experts, those who are working professionals having 5 plus, 10 plus years of experience and who are knowledgeable and experienced in their fields and are designed to provide valuable insights and practical skills that can be applied in the real world. So during the sessions, we will share the assignments and learning materials. You can e-resources or e-material to help the students to consolidate their knowledge and practice their skills. We will also collect station-wise feedback and attendance to ensure that the training is effective and engaging. For selected courses, we will also conduct assessment system. This will allow us to track student progress and provide targeted support to ensure everyone is able to meet their learning goals. Overall, our goal is to provide high quality, industry relevant training that helps students and faculties succeed in their careers or domains. We believe that this type of learning is critical for driving change in the industry. And we are committed to making it a key part of our educational offering, as I said before. Moving further, let me talk about our beautiful LMS, that is Learning Management System. Amar, can you please go on next slide? Yes. So we have a very beautiful LMS, that is Learning Management System, and some of you are attending these sessions from LMS, and I'm very excited to tell you about the benefits of our learning management system students and faculties, and provide a lifetime access to recorded videos and reference materials from our training sessions. Through the LMS, students and faculty will be able to review the concept they have learned and to access a wealth of resources and material to help them stay current and engage in their field. In addition to access to recorded videos and reference material, the LMS also includes assessment on the topics for which training have been conducted. So this allows us to track student progress and provide a targeted support to ensure that everyone is able to meet their learning goals. We believe that LMS is valuable tool for supporting student and faculty learning. And we are committed to making it easily accessible to all of our learners. If you are interested in accessing the LMS, then in this session, we have a Leela with us. She will be walk you through all the LMS access and how to use that LMS, how to attend the live sessions, how to watch the recordings, how to mark your attendance. So everything will be explained by Leela shortly. Moving further, yeah, Amar, just go on the next slide. Okay. So let's talk about this project, internship, and placement preparations. So for the moment, I don't have much about this project, internship, and placement, but I ensure you, once your college, institute, or university get connected with us through MOU collaboration, then we will explore this project, internship, and placement opportunities. Moving ahead, next slide. Let's talk about our seminars and webinars. Let me tell you about and webinars on the latest trending technologies. So over the last 1.5 years, we have conducted over 500 plus webinars across the country, and have had the pleasure of engaging with approximately 30 to 40,000 participants. Our webinars are designed to provide students, professionals, educators with the opportunity to learn and train in their field directly from industry experts and thought leaders. We believe that this type of learning is critical for staying current and competitive in today's rapidly changing world, or we can say developing world. Our webinars have been made with a great enthusiasm and have consistently and constantly received positive feedback. So we are proud to have played a very vital role in helping so many people out there to stay informed and engaged in their fields. And we look forward to continuing to offer valuable learning opportunities in the future as well. Yeah, please go on next slide, Amar. NBA accreditation bodies. So, as I said earlier, after signing the MOU or after having a collaboration with ExcelR, we will explore the SNAC and NBA criteria in detail. So, for now, I again request to all of our participants, please reach out to us at edl@excelr.com, not MOU collaboration, so that we explore more associations with with your institution or university. That's all from my side. Thank you. Moving Before moving ahead, we have our associate director with us, Mr. Amit Saha. Yeah, hi Amit. Yeah, Amar.
Yes.
Please check Amit, whether Amit is in the room or.
Oh, let me check.
Okay. Yeah, that's perfect. Okay, okay, fine. I would like to request Leela to proceed further for LMSKT.
Thank you, Irfan. Hello, everyone. Very good evening. So before I start my explanation regarding the LMS access, I would like to confirm with you all that whether you have received an email from ExcelR stating that you had been given access for this particular program. That is, one second. I'll show you my screen and explain you the things. Kindly confirm me once my screen is visible to you all. Yeah. So I would request you all to check and confirm in the chat window whether you have received this training ChatGPT and Generative AI EDL program classroom access or not. And if not, you can try registering for the course using the link provided to you in the chat window, so that we will give you the LMS access by tomorrow by the time you join the class. Okay, so yeah, you can use any of the web browsers available in your device and type onlinelearning.excelr.com. I'm repeating, it's onlinelearning.excelr.com. And then as soon as you search for the results, then a web page appears like this on your screen. And you will see three options on your right hand side of the window, which are blocks, store, and sign in. So we have to click on sign in order to log into the LMS account that we all have the access. When I say LMS, it is Learning Management System, and it is nothing but ExcelR's e-learning platform, where you would be having a privilege of joining the session as well as having an access to view the recordings of the sessions that are happened along with the materials and a few other privileges of it. And I will show you the ways of joining the session every day as part of this program, and as well as watching the recordings and then the materials that are being used by our trainer during the sessions. And before I proceed, I would like to confirm you whether you had been given the access of this classroom or not. If not, I will show you a way where you can enroll by yourself without requesting ExcelR team, or without waiting for us to give you by tomorrow. If you face any difficulty enrolling by yourself, be rest assured that we would give you the access by tomorrow for those who have registered using the registration link. So I would request Amma to post the registration link both in the Zoom chat as well as in the YouTube live. Okay, so as soon as you log in team, these are all the folders that you would be seeing on your screen along with home, my library, store, and so. So to enroll the classroom by yourself, you can visit the store and you will see a number of courses that are made free and available for you to enroll by yourself. If you see here, the second option would be ChatGPT and Generative AI September 2023 batch. So under store, you will see this classroom available. All you just need to click on this enroll now option. And as soon as you click on the enroll now option, it will take you to the next window where you would be acknowledging it to proceed. Okay, so here you will see an option called enroll now. So click on it again. So it is taking longer time to load. Please bear me with for a while. And then you would be seeing a page to proceed. Yeah. So click on proceed and you will see the classroom get added to your home. So these are the steps that you have to follow in case if you see that this classroom access hasn't been given to you. You can visit the store and enroll the course that you want, the ChatGPT and Generative AI classroom, and it will be visible in your home, like you see in my tab. Okay, under home, I will see the classroom name as this, ChatGPT and Generative AI September 2023. So this is the classroom that I'm going to refer now. Before I explain you the classroom features, I would like to let you know the ways of joining the live session every day. Okay, once you log into the LMS, on your right hand side of the window, you will see a tab called today's session, under which you will find the schedule available for this classroom. So this is the classroom schedule, which is day 1, and you see the join button to join the session exactly at 6:50. We made it available 10 minutes early to the session, actual schedule. So once you see that the join option appearing on your screen, you can give an attempt to click on it, and then you have to acknowledge it by proceeding. I will show you that as well. Once you click on join, it will ask you to acknowledge. My dashboard is a little unresponsive, but you all can try. So if you click on this proceed, it will launch you in the Zoom application where you would be seeing the live session happening. Okay, so this is how you have to join the live session using the option available in the home tab. In case if you see the Zoom space out issue, Zoom has reached the maximum capacity and it is not allowing you in, then there is a quick and simplest way to join the session is this banner. So this banner has embedded link of YouTube live happening. It is all just that if you click on this banner, it will redirect you to the live happening in our ExcelR's YouTube channel. Okay. If you are not allowing to join the Zoom application, you can click on this banner. You will be redirecting to the live happening under ExcelR's YouTube channel. So these are the two ways that you are suggested to join every day for this program. Okay, let us explore on the classroom features now. So this is a classroom access. You may check in your LMS whether you see this classroom available or not. If not, you can go into the store and enroll by yourself. If it is difficult for you, or if you are not getting the point, then you can use the registration link to join register. We will give you the access by tomorrow. So click on this classroom and you will see two options available, curriculum and meet. So again, meet has the same schedule. Either of these options can work for you. Either you can join from the home today's session tab, or else you can come to the classroom under meet tab. You will see the schedule available and you can click on join. As I mentioned, it is little unresponsive. Please bear with me. So yeah, you will see the schedule here. I will show you once it is fully loaded. Under curriculum, we have uploaded three folders available for you. One is feedback, second one session recordings, and the third one is materials. I will talk about feedback a little later. Coming to the session recordings, we will upload all the recordings available for this training under session recordings tab. You all can come to this tab and watch the recordings available once after the session happened. So if you come to LMS and want to watch the recording after this session, yes, this recording will be available for you. All you just need to click on the play button and you will watch the recording available. It is same for all the days of the training. For next 7 days, you would see the recording available under session recordings tab. Coming to the materials, as of now, we haven't availed any of the materials since this is the first day of the session. So whatever materials that are going to use in this session by our trainer, because he will be sharing with us and we will upload them daily. Okay, so this is how you will have a recordings access in the LMS as well as the materials. And coming to the feedback, we highly recommend everybody to give the feedback of the session to, it helps us to know whether you have joined the session, and as well as it encourages us to conduct more trainings by the feedback we receive. And at the same time, as I mentioned, it acts as an attendance to your candidature. Suppose out of these 7 to 8 sessions, if you acquire 60% of the attendance throughout the training, you would be getting a participation certificate and we will send it to your registered email ID. Once the session training is over, within a week, we will send your participation certificate if you acquire 60% of the attendance. So you all may have that question, how could we acquire 60% of the attendance? So this feedback link is available in the LMS. You can fill it up. And the same link will be provided to you in the Zoom chat as well as in the YouTube live happening. You can, give your response there and we will consider your attendance. And remember, this link is active from 8:30 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. only for an hour a day. Okay. So this is all I have to talk about regarding the LMS. In case if you see that the classroom access is not given to you, then you can write us an email to edl@excelr.com. Or if you are having any challenges to log into the LMS account, you can write us an email. We will help you on it. Okay. So thank you all. Thank you, team. So without further delay, I would like to hand over the session to the trainer, Vikas. And we wish you very all the best, team. Have a great learning ahead. Thank you. Thank you, Vikas. Over to you.
Thank you, Leela. Please confirm me whether I'm audible or not.
You are absolutely audible, Vikas.
Okay, so let me share my screen first. Okay, so do let me know, guys, whether my screen is visible to all of you. Can anyone confirm me?
Yes, Vikas, it is visible.
Okay.
Students can communicate to you through chat.
Okay, great. So welcome to all in the training program over the ChatGPT and Generative AI by ExcelR team. So let me introduce myself. So I'm myself Vikas. I have a 5+ year of experience in the same data science and machine learning AI field. Currently working with one of the MNC. So I'm the trainer for this particular program for next 7 to 8 days. It's around 15+ hours of program. So let me just show you what is the agenda for this program and how we will proceed. Okay. So guys, we will start with the introduction to data science, machine learning, deep learning, and AI, as well as introduction to generative AI and different tools. Once we get the a top view regarding the complete data science part, then we will spend 2 hours training over the Python that is required with respect to the data science point of view. That will make you more comfortable throughout this course, so that you guys will feel comfortable with the coding part and all. Once we cover with this introduction and Python part for the data science and AI perspective, okay, so our main objective is towards the AI part, deep learning AI, and more specifically over the generative AI topics. So we will start with the basics of the NLP. And once we cover the basics for the NLP, then we will slightly gradually move towards the some advanced concept for the NLP regarding the deep learning or AI part, and then the generative AI part of generative AI inclusion over the NLP part. So that will specifically involve the introduction of the chatbot. Right, so it's one of the application. Apart from that, we will see few more applications of the generative AI over the NLP part, because most of the applications of the generative AI is towards the text data. So that's why we have selected NLP part. So after that, we will also cover the basic requirements for the neural network part to get understand the different network architecture. And once we get comfortable with this neural network architecture, then we will see a couple of advanced AI techniques that's based upon the generative AI as well as the neural network part. So those techniques involve like ANN, CNN, RNN, extension of the RNN and all. And then probably last around like almost 2 classes or 1.5 classes that will be dedicated towards the ChatGPT part. So ChatGPT, you can also call this one of the application of the generative AI as well. So this is the agenda for this particular training program. So with that introduction, today I will start with the very basics part, like starting with what is the data science up to what is the generative AI and what are the different tools used for that. And from tomorrow onwards, probably we will start with the Python and so on. I hope this part is clear to all of you. Okay, so you guys know about the ExcelR. Let me just give you an overview. So ExcelR, that's an initiative of the IIT, IM, and ISP alumni. We have a global footprint also. We have a couple of presence in the couple of the countries across India, and we have a number of training corporate partners with different organizations as well as the institutions. The 2 most popular programs with the ExcelR with respect to data science are postgraduate program on data science as well as the diploma program. We have a collaboration with IBM as well as the Stanford University, Germany. So with this introduction, if I start with what is data science. So the data science is basically, it's all about to extract or to find out the hidden information or insights from the data through different kind of a statistical analysis, computation, visualization that help organization to take the right business decisions. So ultimately, what we are doing under this umbrella part, so we are ultimately extracting the hidden information or insights present, the given data, and from that insights, we will try to get the right business decisions that will help the organization to move further. So we have a number of definitions available over the net. So I'm sure you guys know what is the data science you guys have learned from the different platforms. You guys can, if you have some different, what you can say, definition for the data science, or you understand data science in a different manner, you can write it down in the comment box or in the chat box. Right? Okay. So, okay. Then what is the need for the data science in nowadays? So the need for the data science is basically with the rise of the digital infrastructure worldwide and cloud applications, easy access to the social media. The thing is, data is increasing exponentially across the world. How increasing exponentially? So let me give an idea. Every day, across the world, 2.5 trillion bytes of data is being generated. Let me give an idea of what is this particular number, 2.5 trillion. So 1 GB, I'm sure you guys know what is a 1 GB. So GB is a unit to store the data in the computer system. So 1 GB is nothing but 10 to the power 9 bytes. Right? 1 TB stands for 10 to the power 12 bytes. 1 PB is something but the petabyte. 1 PB stands for 10 to the power 15 bytes. And then comes 1 quintillion. 1 quintillion stands for 10 to the power 18 bytes. So this much amount of data is generated every day across the world. Right? So to handle this much amount of data, we need some advanced tools, techniques, as well as professionals who can handle this much of amount of data. Other perspective is, you can see here every minute, 4 crore plus WhatsApp messages are shared across the globe. 3 lakhs plus stories are shared over the Instagram every minute. Right? 13 lakh plus videos or voice messages calls are shared or made across the world by people. So this much amount of data are generating across the world every minute, every day. So to handle this much amount of data, we have a new field in the market, that is the data science. So data science is a big umbrella term. Under this particular umbrella, we have a number of verticals and domains. So one question to all of you guys, for this quintillion, there is another word or another definition is given for this quintillion. If you guys know what is the other word for this 1 quintillion, you guys can post it over the chat box or the comment window. Right? So this is the same thing. Every minute, a lot of data is being generated. So if I recall you, so every minute, 575,000 tweets are sent over the Twitter, or you can see over the Pinterest, 46,000, more than 46,000 searches are there for every minute over the Pinterest. So there are different digital platforms. We are generating huge amount of data, and to handle this data, we need some advanced techniques. All right. So this is the report by the World Economic Forum 2023. It's a latest report, and this report shows you what are the top 10 fastest growing jobs as well as the fastest decline jobs. And this report was prepared by the World Economic Forum this year only, right? So you can see here, for the left side chart, you can see that these are the top 10 fastest growing job across the globe. And on the top, we have a AI and machine learning specialist. And then if you see over the third number, we have a business intelligence analyst. We have an information security analyst. On the sixth number, we have a data analyst and scientist. We have a robotics engineer. On the 10th number, you can see we have a digital transformation specialist. So all of these are somehow related to the data science only. So now you can see how much effective or how much demand for this particular field is there across the globe, right? And these are the top 10 fastest decline job, right? So this report was prepared by the WEF 2023. So from this, we can understand that the field of data science, machine learning, AI, business intelligence, data analytics, statistics. So these are the things which are going to take over the globe in upcoming years. So if I tell you what are the different applications of the data science in different fields. So you can see here, almost all the fields nowadays involving somehow the concept of the data science. So if you see the marketing domain, so the most commonly used applications of the data science like cross-sellings, upsellings, predicting lifetime or the value of the customers, right? And over the travel industry, then how to forecast or predict the dynamic pricing, predicting the flight delay. Healthcare sector, disease prediction, medication effectiveness, how to forecast for demand forecasting, discount offering, that is for the sales. In a fintech domain, fraud risk detection, claim prediction. In automation, self-driving cars, pilotless aircraft and drones. In social media, one of the most applicable domain over the data science, like sentiment analysis, because we are getting the text data here. So like very huge role of the data science in this particular domain, digital marketing. So in short, almost all the domains across the world is somehow utilizing the data science field in their business. And it is actually helping their business. So one of the application, if I talk about the recommender system. So recommender system is one of the application. So what is the recommender system? If you search a particular product or particular item over any of the digital platform, so by next time, if you log in over the same platform, you will get the similar kind of a product recommended to you. So this is happening with the help of the recommender system. It is one of the application of the data science in the business domain. And then sentiment analysis is another application of the data science, which is applicable over the text data. So from this, we can get an idea how satisfied, how what you can say, satisfied or not satisfied our customer is. So by the feedback of the customers, we can guess or we can get an idea what are the sentiments of our customers. So that will help the business to take the right decisions. Now, so with this introduction, guys, in the field of a data science, we have a very famous saying. The saying is that data science field is awesome. Awesome. So here the awesome stands for OSEMN. So that is nothing but it describes in a nutshell what we do in a field of a data science. So that is the, you can say, workflow of from data to decisions. So if I explain you what is this awesome word with respect to the data science domain. So O stands for obtain the data, that is data collection or data gathering. S stands for scrub the data. So here the scrub the data means if any abnormality is present with your data, just clean those abnormality and get the clean data. Then explore the data. E stands for explore the data. That means get an idea what's the behavior of your data. So one of the things is in getting the visualization of your data. And then do the modeling. That is nothing but apply your machine learning or AI techniques over your data to build the models, and that model will help you to give you the prediction or the forecasting. And once you have the results, ultimately we will get the interpretation in form of the either visualization or reports. That means for the results. So these results are very helpful to the organization to enhance their business by taking the right decisions. All right. So in that way, we have a word called awesome in a field of the data science. Okay, with this introduction, let me move slide. Now, if I talk about, so we know what is the data science, what are the things in the data science, what are the applications of the data science. Then the next part comes here. What is the difference between machine learning, deep learning, and artificial intelligence? So if I talk about all these three terms, so actually all these three are the part of the data science only. And out of these three, AI can be treated as the big umbrella word, artificial intelligence, and machine learning and deep learning. These two things lie under the AI part only. So machine learning is also a part of artificial intelligence. Deep learning is also a part of the artificial intelligence. So artificial intelligence or AI is nothing but it is a technique which enables machines to mimic the human behavior. That means the way human or we people think or behave or respond to a particular situation, we want to make our machines similar to that particular thinking only. So that means our machine will respond similar to a human based upon a particular situation or a condition. That is something we are calling as a artificial intelligence. Then when it comes to the machine learning, which is a sub part of the artificial intelligence. So with this machine learning part, we use the subset of AI techniques with the help of the statistical method that will enable machines to improve with experience. So here the word with experience is nothing but as long as we add the data to these techniques will become more and more powerful. So experience is nothing but as long as the machine or the technique will face different kind of a situation present or behavior present with our data set, these techniques will become more and more powerful and they will give you more accurate results. And then deep learning is also part of the AI, and you can say it is a one specific part of the machine learning, or you can say it is a one step further from the machine learning. So it's a subset of the machine learning which makes the computation of the multi-layer neural network. So actually here we have an extension of the machine learning. So instead of using some straightforward models, we have some complicated scenarios present with this deep learning architecture as well as the business use case. So here comes the goal of the neural network architecture. So this is the you can say difference or how associated with each other, deep learning, machine learning, and AI part. You guys can comment if you guys have some different ideas or different conception regarding this these terms. You can comment over the chat box or the comment box. Okay, so with this little introduction, as we know, our training program is more focusing towards the AI part and more specifically generative AI part. So with this keeping the mind this particular aim, so let me introduce you what is the generative AI, and I will give you an overview idea regarding that and what are the things are there, and then probably in upcoming sessions we will more deep dive towards this particular area. So actually guys, generative AI is a part of the artificial intelligence. So in AI part, we have two kinds of model. Under this AI, we have two types of model present. The first one is a discriminative models. The first one is a discriminative models, and the second one are the generative models. So there are two kinds of in broader way, two kinds of models are there in AI part. One is a discriminative models, another one is a generative models. So before starting with the discriminative, first of all, you guys need to understand what is the difference between these two terms, discriminative and generative. So if I talk about the discriminative models, so discriminative models are the family of models that do not generate new data, but learn to model boundaries around the classes in the data set instead. So discriminative models makes predictions on unseen data based upon the conditional probability and can be used either for a classification and a regression problem statements. What does that mean? So that means whatever data we provide these kind of models, that means discriminative models. So these models, first of all, they do not generate any kind of a new data. They can only learn whatever data you provide as an input to this model, and based upon that data only, this kind of a model will give you the prediction. Right? So the main idea is basically this kind of a model do not generate any kind of a new data or new pattern or new behavior. And the second point is at the backend, this kind of a model utilizes the concept of conditional probabilities. Concept of conditional probabilities. And most commonly, we use this kind of a model either in a classification task or in a regression task. So whatever classification or regression techniques you guys know with respect to machine learning, all those are kind of discriminative models only. So if I recall you, what are the different regression and classification techniques you guys know, or some of you guys have heard about these techniques. So I'm sure you guys know what linear regression. Linear regression. You guys know logistic regression, which is a classification technique. You guys know decision trees. You guys know random forest, SVM, naive Bayes, KNN. So all these techniques, even the deep learning techniques like ANN, which is an artificial neural network or feed-forward neural network, CNN, convolutional neural network, RNN, recurrent neural network. So all of these techniques are nothing but the discriminative techniques or discriminative models. So these techniques does not create any kind of a new data, that means new behavior from your input data. They can only utilize the input data, and from that data, they can do the prediction based upon your problem statement. So either they will do the prediction or they will do the forecasting. And at the back end, they are utilizing the concept of conditional probability. So these kind of models known as the discriminative models. Now let's see what are the generative models or generative techniques. So generative models, they are the family of models that create new data points. They are generally used for unsupervised tasks. Generative models use joint probability distribution over the independent variable and the target variable of the model and perform the inference by estimating the probability of new data point belonging to any given class. So that means generative models are the type of model that utilize the input data set to create the new data set. So they will create the new data set. By the meaning of the new data set means they will create the new feature or new behavior or what can say new pattern from your data set. So these kind of models are called as a generative models. Most common application of these kind of models are seen over the unstructured data and over the unsupervised tasks. So I'm sure you guys know what is the supervised techniques and what are the unsupervised techniques. If you guys know, you can comment it out. What is supervised and unsupervised technique? Unsupervised technique. So let me just give you an idea. So supervised techniques are those techniques for which we have the target data available. Unsupervised techniques are those techniques for which we don't have the target data available in our data set. In short, all right. So generative models most commonly used as the unsupervised techniques. And it has been so that more frequently, these kind of models are used over the unstructured data like text data. Right? And these models are used to create the new data points. The other difference between the discriminative model and generative model is discriminative model at the backend utilizes the conditional probabilities, but generative model at the backend utilizes the joint probability distribution. Right? So this is the difference between generative model and discriminative model. So if I summarize this particular difference in a simple way, so you can see here, generative model versus discriminative model. So here the idea is to generate the new samples. So these techniques are used to create the new samples or the new pattern, while discriminative models are only for the prediction or classification. They do not generate any kind of a new data. The most commonly training approach for the generative model is unsupervised learning, and discriminative models, they are the supervised technique. What are the type of learning? So generative models utilizes the probabilistic modeling, while discriminative models utilizes the discriminative modeling. So as I explained, generative model can generate the new samples of the training data set, but for the discriminative model, there is no or inherent generation of the new data sets. So this is the main difference between these two kind of models. So this particular terminology, like generative models and discriminative models, these terminologies are more commonly used over the artificial intelligence part. Right? Okay. So okay. So before proceeding further, let me just see what are the comments and all. Just a minute, guys. Let me just see what were the different comments and questions are there. Yeah, Abdul. So we will be discussing the Python programming part with respect to the data determinants. Right? So I will give you an overview in the next class, that means in tomorrow's class. What are the different things you will require with respect to the Python? Okay. Yeah, you will get the PPT definitely over the LMS portal, I'm sure. Okay, well, I will slow down my speed a little bit. Fatima, Churn analysis is nothing but the leaving analysis. So churn is nothing but, so if any organization, if we are performing the churn analysis for the employees, that is nothing but we are analyzing how many employees are leaving the organization, how many employees are disconnecting with the organization. So that is nothing but the churn analysis. Yes, Vishwanan, ChatGPT is one of the application of the generative model, not the discriminative model. Right? ChatGPT is not a kind of a discriminative model; it's a generative kind of a model. That means the model which is based upon the generative AI technique. Yes, guys, you can ask your question. You can put your question over the chat box. So we'll discuss things related to the ChatGPT over the like in the second last or in the last class where I will start the topic, right? So this is not the right time to start the ChatGPT. So Belim, we will do all the things here only. So you can consider this one as a workshop kind of thing. Okay, what's the next question? Yes, it is a live session. It is also available over the YouTube. Okay, let me share my screen, guys. I'm sure my screen is visible to all of you. Okay. So with this introduction of the generative AI models, let me just walk you through what are the different generative AI techniques available nowadays in the market. So there are a lot of techniques based upon the generative AI are available in the market, but I will show you a couple of popular techniques which are most commonly used nowadays. Just a minute, guys. Let's see what are the questions and all. Okay. So let's start. So here I have listed down a couple of generative AI techniques which are most commonly used nowadays in the market. So not getting into the deep aspect of these techniques, but in this session, I will just show you a brief idea what is the technique and why we are using this kind of a technique. Right? So the first most commonly used technique and most popular technique based upon the generative AI concept is GAN. So in short, it is called as a GAN, G-A-N. It stands for the Generative Adversarial Network or GAN. So these generative adversarial networks or GAN are powerful class of the neural network that are used for the unsupervised learning. The goal of the GAN is to generate the new synthetic data that resembles some known data deception. So that is whatever. So let me just tell you, these GANs are most commonly used for the text data. So it is used to generate the future context of the ongoing text conversation. That means it will create the new data based upon the past conversation or past text data, keeping the context into the consideration. So based upon the context, what context is present in the past data, it will create the new data. So it is a one kind of a most commonly used generative AI model, which is a GAN, Generative Adversarial Network. Apart from that, we have a something called as a LLM model, LLM model. So LLM stands for the large language model, and they are most commonly used or specifically used for the text data only. And like even ChatGPT or Google's BART is an example for this LLM model. So a large language model, it refers to the neural network model for modeling and generating the text data. So as I told you, it is used only for the text data that typically combine the three characteristics from your data. Now, what are those three characteristics? First one is a transformer with an attention mechanism, next word prediction, and use of the large scale dataset. Now, this transformer with an attention mechanism, it is again a kind of the generative AI technique. So transformers are, I mean, it's not an electrical word. Electrical transformers are different. So this transformer, in the case of a data science, it is with respect to the generative AI models. So transformers are one kind of a generative AI technique. And one of the application of the transformer is attention mechanism. So attention models are there where we use the transformers. So first of all, LLM utilizes the concept of the transformer with the attention mechanism. And then it will do the next word prediction. That means it will create the new data set. And then the third characteristics the LLM model utilizes is nothing but the use of the large scale data set for the text. Now, when it comes to the large scale data set for the text analysis, so this large scale means we take the data from the you can say like Wikipedia or Google. So there are huge amount of data is present from the Wikipedia, right? So that particular amount of data we use to build this kind of a large language model. Google's BART is one of the application of this large language model, right? And then there is something called as a prompt learning or prompt engineering. So this particular thing is also a method for the LLM. That means a large language model. It is also called as a prompt engineering. So I will discuss this particular part when I will discuss in the ChatGPT portion. All right. So here we have something called as a prompt learning or prompt engineering. Apart from that, there are few diffusion models. So they are known as a diffusion probabilistic models. These diffusion probability models are a class of a latent variable models that are common for a various tasks like image generation. So as I explained you, the generative AI techniques or the models are mainly they are creating a new sample of the data set, right? They are creating a new sample or new data points. Now the data, it can be in a form of the text or it can be a form of the image or video. So if you want to generate the more images based upon the input data, so one kind of a generative AI technique is diffusion models or diffusion probability models. So these models are used to create or to generate image from the input data set, right? So you can create the images from the input data set. Other kind of a generative techniques are reinforcement learning, specifically from the human feedback. So in short, it is called as a RLHF. RLHF. Reinforcement learning from human feedback. So it is a conversational systems such as a ChatGPT, for generating the chat messages, such that new answers are accommodated that previous chat dialogue and ensure that answers are in alignment with predefined human preferences. So it is very similar to the ChatGPT. So what we do with the ChatGPT, when we type any query, we will get the like relevant answer or near to relevant answer from the ChatGPT. So reinforcement learning from the human feedback is somewhat similar to the same concept or the same line. So here also we are generating the text data or chat messages based upon the human preferences. All right. And then other most commonly or most popular technique over the generative AI models are sequence to sequence model. So these are again more popular technique. So this sequence to sequence model, they refers to the machine learning approach where input sequence is mapped onto the output sequence. So what does that mean? So these kind of techniques are also used over the text data. So if you see here, we are mapping the input sequence over the output sequence. Generally, if you consider any kind of a technique, so what we have in that technique? So in that technique, we have a kind of a model or technique. So it can be machine learning model or deep learning or AI technique. So model or technique. In this technique, we have a input data. And based upon this input, we will get the output. Right? That means one input data at a time will create one output. But guys, in case of a sequence to sequence model, we may have a one input data and many output data. We may have a many input data, one output data. We may have a many input, many output, one input, one output, one input, many output. So these kind of a mapping is present over this sequence to sequence data. That means if you have a one word as an input, we can generate two or more than two words in the output. That is called as a one-to-many mapping. Or if we have a more than one word in the input data, we can get what is the next probable word after this particular sentence. So that is something called as a many to one mapping. So this kind of a mapping is present over this particular technique, and the technique is called as a sequence to sequence models. Right? These are most popular techniques which are used over the text data. Apart from that, we also have few more important techniques. So as I told you, we have something called transformers. Guys, it's not an electrical transformer. So this particular word is with respect to the deep learning or AI kind of a thing. So it is one kind of a generative AI technique. Transformers. So a transformer is a deep learning architecture that adopts the mechanism of the self-attention. So we have something called attention models. And in those models, we are using the concept of transformers, which differentially weights the importance of each part of the input data. That means if you have a particular sentence, let's suppose in that sentence, we have a 4 words. Word 1, word 2, word 3, and word 4. And I want to apply a kind of a generative AI technique, let's suppose attention model. And with that, I want to get what is the next probable word from this particular input word. So what transform will do? It will associate the weights correspond to each part of your input data. That means the word which is more important, the more weight given to that particular word, and accordingly it will generate the next possible word. So that's why it is a generative AI, because it is generating the new sample from the existing data, right? And this is how transformer works. So it's a very I'm just explaining you in a very top view. So at the back end, there are a lot of technical concepts are there. So I will try to get into that part to explain you the architecture of this transformers and attention model. So apart from that, we have something called VAE. VAE are another kind of the generative AI technique or generative AI models. So they stands for variational autoencoders. So there is something called autoencoders. So this is a special case of the autoencoder called as a variational autoencoders. In short, we are calling it as a VAE. So it is a type of the neural network again. It's a part of the generative AI technique that is trained to learn a low dimensional representation of the input data. Right. So if the dimensionality of the data is not very high, so we use this kind of a technique. And apart from that, we have something called ChatGPT, which is one of the application of the generative AI technique. So at the backend, we have some other generative AI techniques or concepts are used over this ChatGPT. I will try to get into that part also, so that you will get to know what are the insights or the backend part with respect to the ChatGPT. So I'm sure you guys know ChatGPT is developed by the company called OpenAI. So OpenAI has developed a language model that is close to a conversation with humans. It learns from the interactions and processes information based upon its learning. So ChatGPT, what it does, so it's kind of a, you can say, a chatbot kind of a thing. It's an AI chatbot kind of a thing developed by the OpenAI organization. So OpenAI is a company name, right? And whatever query we provide, whatever text information or our question we provide to the ChatGPT, it will give you output which is very close to your query. And then there are a lot of things are there, how you can optimize your query, how you will get the optimum result, how you will get the exact. So I will discuss all those things in the ChatGPT session. All right. And I will show you how you can use the ChatGPT more effectively. So don't worry about that. So we will spend a lot of time over this ChatGPT part. And then along with that, we have a few more applications of the generative AI. So there's something called as DEL-E. So we have a two versions, DEL-E and DEL-E 2. They are also a deep learning model developed by the OpenAI to generate the digital images. Right? So ChatGPT works over the text data. And if you want to generate the images, so here we have something called, one of the application is DEL-E and DEL-E 2. There are also application of the generative AI technique. And they are also developed by the same organization, OpenAI, to generate the digital images from the natural language description. And those descriptions are called as prompts. So if you recall, so I have discussed what is a prompt engineering. So I will discuss in more detail what is a prompt engineering, prompt learning. So this particular concept is more commonly used for this kind of like applications like ChatGPT and DALL-E. Then we have a Lambda. So Lambda is again a conversational large disclosure model. That means a large language model. It is developed by the Google. So Google has developed a large language model similar to ChatGPT called Lambda, as well as BARD. BARD is also developed by the Google, right? To power dialogue-based system that generate natural sounding human discourse. So these are the few of the applications or the techniques which are present under this generative AI part. This is not the end. These are the few techniques or the applications of the generative AI, right? So the list goes on. So there are lot of things are there. So I have just listed down a couple of things which are most commonly used under this term called generative AI. Right. So let me just see what are the questions are there, and then we'll move forward. Don't worry, guys. You will get the attendance link. Don't worry about that. Okay. Okay. So, guys, this is the introduction of the generative AI. Don't worry. I will start from the beginning. So it's just I'm just giving you a top view of this word called generative AI. Alright. So don't worry about that. In upcoming classes, I will discuss all the technicalities and whatever things are required to understand or to get the overview of the this particular topics. Guys, do let me know whether you guys are familiar with the machine learning part or not. You can reply in yes or no kind of thing. Yes, Amar, you have an announcement. Over to you, Amar.
Yes, just 2 minutes. Sorry for disturbance. Deepa sir?
Yeah, Amar.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, sorry for interruption, Vikas. So basically, I have one announcement. Rather, actually, I want to take a moment of our dear participants for filling one survey form for Ignite programs. I hope some of you are aware of our Ignite programs. So we are surveying on it, actually. I request your feedback and suggestions by filling the form. So just for taking a moment only, I just wanted to clear about what is the Ignite programs. Basically, many recent graduates have questions about the careers. I mean, they are worried about their careers, upskilling, and industry trends. And they also often lack the technical and soft skills needed to get the job that they want. So we started Ignite programs a couple of weeks back, and we have successfully delivered 7 to 8 programs under this Ignite initiative. So, I mean, we started this to help them transition easily from college to corporate world by answering their questions, providing them guidance, and also giving them the necessary training on skills. So, through a series of hands-on training workshops and interactive webinars. So, for that purpose, I just want to take your moment to fill that Google form so that we can get your feedback on most difficult subjects, basically. So please help us for, I mean, for serving you better. I mean, and coming coming with the good subject and good training programs under the Ignite initiatives. So, Amar, I would like to request you to please post that Google form in the chat box so that our participant can feel it.
Yes, I posted the survey form in the chat box, so Zoom and YouTube as well. And guys, don't worry about the attendance. I'm sharing that as well within 1 minute, okay?
Yes, yes, followed by this, Amar will be sharing the attendance link with you. So don't worry about it. And YouTube live users also will get this link. Don't worry about it. So please take a moment and fill this form so that we can review your feedback on difficult subjects under your graduation. Okay. Yeah, thank you, Vikas. Thank you for giving me 2 minutes. Okay. Yeah, you can resume. Thank you.
Thank you, Irfan. I'm audible.
Yes, you're audible.
Okay. So as I can see, guys, like more than 80% of you are not familiar with the machine learning part. So let me just give an overview idea regarding that part also, so that you guys feel comfortable with this section. So for that, just give me a minute, guys. Okay, let me share my screen. I'm sure my screen is visible to all of you. So guys, this is just to give you an overview idea regarding the machine learning part, and so that you will get a complete picture regarding that. So what we do in case of a machine learning or any kind of a deep learning or AI technique, we do we build the prediction models. Right? Ultimate aim is to build the prediction models. And what these models do, they will make the prediction or forecast for your target variable. For your target variable, they will get the forecasted values. Now, what is the target variable? So let me just explain from here. So let's suppose, guys, we have this kind of a data available with us. So in this data, let's say we have a different variables like x1, x2, x3, x4, x5, x6, x7, x8, and let's suppose this is my y variable. So I have just taken some some random name, but in place of the x1, x2, x3, x4, x8 or y, in real time we have a different fields like customer name, age, date of birth, salary, year of experience. So those kind of things are there. So here I have just taken x1, x2, x3, and y. So what these models will do, based upon your target variable, that means the variable for which I want to get the future forecast or future prediction. Let's suppose I want to get the future prediction for this particular variable y. That means up to this point, we have a value available. I want to know what is the next value for this particular variable based upon this data. So the variable for which we are getting the forecasted or predicted value, that is called as a target variable. And the rest of the variables are called as a independent variable. Independent variable. There are different names given to these variables. So this y variable or the target variable, it is also called as a dependent variable. So y variable or target variable called as a dependent variable or target variable or y variable. The rest, all the variables are called as a independent variables or x variables. So these are the terminologies we used in the data science domain, right? And we build the model, whether it is a machine learning model or deep learning model or AI model. So we build the model for our target variable. I'm sure this part is clear to you guys. Now, as I told you, there are different names for this, x and y variables. So your target variable is also called as a dependent variable. It is also called as an endogenous variable. It is also called as a target variable or response variable. So these are the different names given to your y variable. Same for your x variable. It is also called as an independent variable. It is also called as an exogenous variable. It is also called as a predictor variable. So these are the different names given to your X variables. Like in case of, in this case, like X1 to X8. So all the variables are called as the independent, exogenous, or predictor variables. Now, based upon X and Y variable, we have two kinds of the machine learning techniques. One is a supervised and another one is a unsupervised. So if your target variable, that means Y variable, is present in your data set, so the technique is called as a supervised ML technique. If the target variable is not present, that means Y variable is not there in your data set, then the technique we used, those techniques are called as the unsupervised techniques. So this is a broad classification of the machine learning part, right? And if I talk about the machine learning in a nutshell, so in machine learning, we have a different kind of a techniques, just like AI. So in AI, either we have a discriminative or generative. In machine learning, we have a regression techniques, classification techniques, segmentation techniques, forecasting. So ultimately, these techniques are used to build a machine learning models. So regression, what are the different regression techniques? So like we have a linear regression technique, decision tree, random forest, XGBoost, SVM. So these are the different machine learning regression models or techniques. Same for the classification, we have a logistic regression, decision tree classifier, random forest classifier, SVM. So these are the different classification techniques for the machine learning. For segmentation, we have a k-means clustering, DB scan, hierarchical clustering. And for forecasting, we have something called time series forecasting. So this is a thing we have in case of a machine learning. Right now, what I'm explaining you, in case of a AI or deep learning, we have something called discriminative and generative techniques. Right? So this is a little bit introduction regarding the machine learning part. Let's come back to our slides. So I'm sure my screen is visible to all of you. Okay, so we have discussed what are the different techniques or the applications are there for this generative AI models. And then if I talk about what is the market potential nowadays for a generative AI part, especially for the generative AI part. So these trends I have got from the internet. So the global generative AI market, if you see, that means the business which are utilizing the generative AI techniques or the generative AI applications to enhance their business. So if you see here, the market growth rate is exponential. And since these techniques are very new to the market, that's why we have taken the data from the 2022. So 2022, 2023, and based upon these 2 years, it is the forecasted growth. And you can see the growth is very, very exponential manner. And it is said that the market will grow at the compound aggregated growth rate of CAGR, stands for the compound aggregated growth rate of 31.4%. That means in upcoming time, in upcoming years, most of the organizations, businesses are going to utilize generative AI technique or the applications in some manner in their business. Right? So there is a 31.4% of the compound aggregated growth rate for this particular generative AI techniques. And forecasted market for the 2032, after 10 years almost, it is a $151.9 billion US dollars. So this is the market capture for the generative AI part, only for the generative AI part in upcoming years. So now you can think that, now you can guess and get an idea how important this particular part is in the near future for the businesses. Another trend is, so basically it is with respect to different techniques present in the generative AI part. So here you can see that these are the different techniques present under this generative AI part. So we have a transformers, we have a GAN networks, generative adversarial networks, variational encoders, diffusion networks, right? So I have just explained you what are the these terms and all. So these are the different generative AI models or techniques. So if I talk about like technique wise, specifically for the generative AI, what are the different techniques are most commonly used in the market? So here you can say that over this pie chart, around 44% of the businesses are utilizing a technique called transform. What are the other useful techniques? So these are nothing but the GAN networks, diffusion networks, variational encoders. So these are the different even sequence to sequence model are also there, which is equally important. So basically, this kind of a technique is used to create a chatbot. So these are the utility of the generative AI techniques in the market over you can say past 1 or 2 years. Right. So this is how important or like the impact of this particular field of AI, which is the generative AI, in the market nowadays as well as in upcoming years. So I'm sure you guys get an idea how crucial and how critical these things are. And last but not the least, if I talk about what are the different tools we use, overall in data science perspective. So you guys know the two most commonly used tools are R and Python. R and Python. Even SAS is also there. SAS is also there. So R, Python, SAS, we have an Anaconda and Zepter notebook, Anaconda distribution. More specifically, we have tools like Matplotlib, Seaborn for the visualization perspective. We have a Pandas, NumPy, for the data manipulation analysis perspective. We have a scikit-learn to build the machine learning model. We have a SciPy for the statistical packages. We have a Analytica, which is most important package or most important thing with respect to the text data. So that means natural language toolkit, which is specifically used for the text data analysis. And apart from that, if I talk about more tools, so as I explained to you, we have a R and SAS. Apart from that, if you go towards the big data side, so we have a Hadoop, Spark. So these are the big data tools. And for the visualization side, so we have a tools like Tableau, Power BI to get a more beautiful visualization and dashboard kind of a thing. We have a Databricks, cloud architecture like Databricks, Azure, Microsoft Azure, AWS cloud architecture and kind of thing. We have a database like MySQL, Postgre, NoSQL. So these kind of things also there to handle the database. And when it comes to the deep learning or AI kind of thing, so two most commonly used packages are there, which are the TensorFlow and Keras. So these are the basis for your AI models or deep learning model, TensorFlow and Keras. Even PyTorch is equally important. PyTorch is also PyTorch. PyTorch is another tool, to build the deep learning or AI models from the scratch. So these are the different tools are there in the market, which are used for their specificity in the data science domain. And if I talk about what are the career options are there with respect to the data science course in the market, so there are different roles are there based upon the organization to organization as well as the candidate experience. So we have something called data scientist role available in the market, data analyst, senior analyst, analyst kind of a thing, business data analyst, data engineer, machine learning engineer, AI ML engineer, decision scientists. So these are the different roles are there in the market with respect to the data science field. So this is all from my end, guys. So I tried to give you a top view regarding the data science domain, as well as more specifically when it comes to the artificial intelligence. So we have a discriminative models and generative models. So our target is more specifically towards the generative models. Right. So this is what I have for today. If you guys have any questions, you can just ping over the chat box. I will be happy to answer those questions. Yes, Sunanya, you will receive everyday joining link. I'm sure you can join from the ExcelR portal, right? You know how to join this course. Don't worry, guys. You will get all these PPTs and study material, whatever we will discuss over this throughout this course. You will get all those things. And as I can see, most of you like don't have too much idea regarding the machine learning part. So what I will do, I will make the session very simple, and I will try to include the machine learning concepts also, so that you will get an idea regarding the machine learning part as well as the AI part, and how we move towards AI from the machine learning. So that particular thing is also important. I will take care of that. Don't worry about it. Pranjal, data analytics is a part of a data science only. So in data analytics, what we do, rather than building a model, so our focus is towards the just generate the insights from the data. So what model will do? Model will give you the prediction or the forecasting. So in data analytics, specifically, we focus towards the data management part, data insights generation, data visualization part. Guys, attendance or feedback link is shared to all of you. Please fill the attendance portal or the feedback form. Thanks for the feedback, Abdul. I'm sure Amar is taking care of these things. So ExcelR team is starting the web development course. So probably your feedback is valuable to us, and it is noted down. So probably the team will work over this part also. Yes, Vaishnavi, you will definitely receive the materials, whatever we will discuss over these 7 to 8 days. You will definitely get all those things. Yes, Shreya. So I will try to cover the interview questions based upon the topics, whatever we will discuss. I will try to cover those parts. How deep learning is linked to neural network. So neural network is the backbone of the deep learning, Anil. So probably in day after tomorrow session, I will give you an overview idea how the neural network is. It is the backbone of the deep learning part. Probably in day 4 or day 5. So Ankit, okay. So probably I will discuss this thing throughout the course, how you can make your career in the machine learning or AI part. So it's not a one-time discussion. So I will discuss this particular thing time to time throughout the course. Yes, you are right, Abdul. You are absolutely right. So AI is going to take care of all those things. So over to Amar. Amar, do you have any announcement or
Yeah, sure. Thank you so much. Yes, I have. So my dear fellows, I hope all of you are attended the session carefully and mark your attendance as well. I'm sharing the attendance link in the chat box once again. Please mark your attendance and share your valuable feedback. And if you have any query or question for me or ExcelR team, let me know in the chat box. I will take it up. Okay. Okay. So most.
Just a minute, Amar. Yeah, guys. Sorry. Just Shala, NLP like we will cover the NLP part, probably 1.5 or 2 sessions for this NLP only. Thank you. Over to Umar.
Yeah, sure. Thank you. So those who are asking me for the PPTs and material, na, so guys, don't worry. We'll upload that over LMS. So don't worry about that. Sally, feedback or attendance form same? Yes, feedback and attendance form is same only. YouTube peoples, any query? Manjusri sharing useful session, sir. Please provide notes. Yeah, sure, we'll provide the notes. No need to worry. Okay, guys, any another question? Yes, those who are facing difficulties to access the LMS, please drop an email to edl@excelr.com. Okay, and team will check that and they will give you the access as well. Yes, Siva will share that. Do we have assessment? So guys, there is no any assessment for certification. 60% attendance is mandatory and you need to fill a feedback form using a daily basis. And please try to use the same email ID for all the days. Okay. What is the machine learning and how does it related to AI? So we'll take that question on tomorrow's session. Okay. Sir, I have filled Google form. Do I have to do anything more to mark my attendance? No. That's the one form you have to fill on daily basis. And one more thing, guys, I would like to clear from my side. The link which I used to share on Zoom, YouTube, and the LMS platform is same only. You have to fill it once only. Okay, clear? So there is one question regarding to the certificate over YouTube. So guys, don't worry about the certificates. First of all, you have to complete your course, and after completion of the course, if your attendance is more than 60%, then only you will receive the certificate of participation. So try to attend the sessions on daily basis and try to fill the form as well. Okay. Good session. Thank you, sir. If we enroll for any, sorry guys. Sir, if we enroll for any other sessions, so would you be getting certificate for those sessions also? Sure, you have to attend all the sessions, then definitely you will get. Okay, there is one question. Sir, I didn't receive a mail to register in the LMS account. So drop an email, we'll check on the same. Okay, so how many hours will be this session for every day? So 2 hours per day, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. The program is for 15 hours, Monday to Friday. Okay, weekdays only. Very informative things you gave us for free. Thank you. You're welcome. Please share the attendance link. Okay, yeah, I'm sharing attendance link, guys. Have you checked the questions from YouTube as well? Just a minute, guys. Be on hold. Documents कैसे submit करना है? Which documents you're asking for? Yes, guys, we're done with the today's session. So if you don't have any query or question, you can leave the session and we'll meet you on tomorrow at same time. Okay. Thank you so much once again to joining the session and making it successful. After completing the attendance in the elements, you need to click on complete and continue. And no, it's not required. It's not compulsory. Okay. No, there is no any WhatsApp group. Okay, guys. So we'll be there for 2 more minutes. Quick questions. How we can know our attendance is submitted or not. So guys, after filling that form, you are getting one notification, your response is submitted successfully. That's the intimation. Study material will be when uploaded. Okay, we're done with today's class. Tomorrow study material and recorded session will be there over LMS. Don't worry, it was very useful. Thank you. We have Telegram group, you can follow us. It's everyday learning. We're on LinkedIn as well. Thank you, sir. You're welcome. Okay. So YouTube guys, if you enjoy this session, one quick like. And then we'll wind up for the day and we'll meet you on tomorrow. Professor Kavita Mahajan, for where to get it? I didn't got the attendance link. Okay, I'm sharing that. No need to worry. 1 minute. Okay. Sir, I am a FYBCS student. So I recommended to start C and C++ possible. It's helpful for a student from BC. Yeah, definitely you can start with that. That will help you in the future for sure. So at last, we will get the course completion certificate or participation. It will be participation certificate because we are not able to complete the artificial intelligence program in 15 hours. Okay, guys, I'm sharing the attendance link with all of you once again. Please mark your attendance. Okay. Guys, attendance link and feedback link is same only. Okay. Kirtan is asking, sir, you can please tell what all topics you have been covered. I didn't attend the first, so go through the recording once, you will get the perfect idea and all the topics, each and everything regarding to the LMS introduction, all things you will get in the recording. Sir, give my answer, please. Where is your question? I didn't receive a question. Galaxy A70. Hi, sir. I have submitted my attendance, but I didn't got any notifications, sir. How? Notifications means on the same form, you are getting that your response submitted successfully. Yes, if you're looking for a career transition in the IT, so it's good for non-tech background as well. You can start with that. Okay, guys, then thank you so much for joining the session. That's for the day, and we'll meet you on tomorrow at same time. So bye-bye.